Hi everyone. So I wanted to work through a practice problem on resonance structures just so we can get a little bit more comfortable with drawing them. So for this first problem, we're going to draw a resonance structure of this compound. If you want to hit pause and go ahead and try it, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and work through the solution. So with this one, we can see that we have a positive charge on a carbon that is next to a carbon that has a pi bond. So if you watch the resonance patterns video, we know that we can draw a resonance structure here. And there's actually a couple different resonance structures we can draw. One of those is I could just simply pay attention to the double bond, and I could break that double bond and put those electrons on the carbon here. I could put the electrons on the other carbon, but you're about to see why I chose this one. And so what I would get is I didn't change anything about this carbon on the end, so it's still going to have that positive charge here. But now I have added a lone pair electron, or a set of lone pair electrons on the second carbon. I broke the pi bond that existed between these two carbons. And now I should have charges because I have a carbon with a lone pair and a carbon that only has 3 bonds. So this is one resonance structure I could draw. I could keep going, and I could actually use that lone pair I just added and actually create a pi bond between these two carbons. And so now what I have is a carbon that has the double bond between these two atoms. And then I have the carbon here at the very end that now has the positive charge. So these are actually two resonance structures. Actually, all three are resonance of each other, but I could have drawn one or two depending on how comfortable you felt. Also, what I could have done was, and if we look at this bottom structure, I could have gone straight to this last structure here by doing the following. I could have just moved the pi bond to the other side. And so my resonance structure would have already formed that last compound we drew when I was writing in purple. And so that's how I could go straight from one form to the other, or I could take my time and break it down into individual resonance structures like I did up here. All right, that is the first example.